we know that there are school districts around the state. Kids are in school. Some kids are not in school, but in one district here in the county, kids are in school and excited to get back. We're talking with the principal and the school district superintendent for the Southside School District, Doris Bolender, this morning. Morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good to see you again. And the year, just like clockwork, we're back at it.
We're starting again. Here we go.
What are, for those who are unfamiliar with the Southside School District, give us a quick overview of the size, the grades that are involved, and where the school is.
Great, thank you. Yes, Southside is a small district here in Shelton, and we have about 215 students this year, and we're kindergarten through 7th grade.
Okay.
And then our students generally go on to the Shelton School District.
Uh-huh. And so what is it like around school now? I know that there has been some work done at Southside, and then as we get ready with the kids are coming back, what's the feel like? What's the mood like there?
Oh, it's excellent. Actually, it's always really exciting when the kids come back, and that is my favorite part of the year is having the kids get back, and they are really excited, doing really well in the classrooms already. We start in day one with learning, and that is our focus all year long. In addition to that, it's about building just some positive relationships with students and their families. It's been a great start for Southside. We have settled in, and the staff are really excited. We have some new teachers there too, and I'm really excited to have them work with our students. Everything so far has been positive.
Very cool.
That is
very
cool.
positive.
That is nice.
Let's talk about some goals for the Southside School District this year. I know that the Shelton School District strives for, perfect attendance and great marks in the academic classroom. What are some of the overarching goals that Southside has?
For Southside, we really focus on a lot of the same or typical goals that a lot of districts do, and that is the continuous improvement in our academic achievement. It's about building positive relationships with families and kids. We, of course, want to stay fiscally sound, so that's always a nice goal. Stay current on technology and just with making sure that staff understand what's expected of them and what we're going to do. So that's the TPEP eval process.
Still got that maypole out there?
We do have the maypole out there, and that I hope will stay because it's nice to have traditions. And as the gentleman mentioned earlier, is that Southside is actually the 42nd district in the state, so we are one of the early ones.
Yeah.
A little bit over 115 years old now.
That's amazing.
Wow, that's
there.
great.
And has the school been on that same location all those years, or what's the history of the school district?
It has been, right across the street and the current location. We are right now expanding our parking area because at our family events, it is, they're lining the streets, and we want to keep everybody safe because it's really difficult in that area there. So right now we're expanding the parking, looking at our traffic flow. There's just always more to be done.
You mentioned that the kids at the conclusion of the program at Southside School District go on to the high school. How effective are you in explaining that there are two districts that the kids kind of cross over their time in school?
Well, I think most of our parents there clearly understand that because we have a lot of generational families, and so for several generations they went to Southside, so they clearly understand that. The other is that the parents who choose to drive their students there, which is a little over 40% of our students at Southside, clearly understand that, in making plans for the next steps for their students.
Yeah.
But I think that realizing that our students do go elsewhere, I think it's equally important that we understand a little bit more about transition, and that we also understand that we need to support our kids all the way through their graduation.
Does it make it difficult for bond conversations or things like that when people go, well, Shelton did? And like, well, we're not Shelton, we're Southside School District, things like that.
That is, Southside itself can run a separate bond, but we are responsible for the bond that Shelton District passes. And that's a unique piece that we're working with or having legislation examine. Southside, for example, we'll be looking at assisting with the bond that Shelton just passed.
Yeah.
Even though the Southside residents don't actually get to vote on that.
Right.
And that's a little bit
Frustrating.
frustrating. But, it's still a matter of, like you say, supporting our kids all the way through, and we want to do that. And obviously, Shelton community itself has strongly supported that, and we should be part of that.
What's the mascot there at
Absolutely.
the elementary school? The mascot?
Bobcats.
The Bobcats. Fighting Bobcats.
There you go. I
Doris-
like that.
Doris Bolender is
Very cool.
also unique in the fact that you're the principal and the school district superintendent, right?
Wow.
Absolutely.
Very nice.
I do have an assistant principal, and that is extremely helpful. But it's a matter, I think, that all staff at Southside have to wear a variety of hats. When we have a custodian out, we're picking up the pieces and trying to help out there. When we have teachers who are out, fortunately, we have a lot of folks who also want to sub at Southside. It's not in great quantity. I think there's a shortage all over, but it's, we will pick up the pieces. I love being in the classroom. So when I get to, sometimes I just jump in just for the fun of it, because it's fun to be with kids and be around kids and to contribute to their learning. So we do all help out.
Very
Aw,
nice.
I love that.
Well, Doris, good catching up with you. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Go Bobcats and have a great school year.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you.